Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. 2 Samuel chapter 1. This is the Amplified Version. David learns of Saul's death. Now it happened after the death of Saul, when David had returned from the slaughter of the Amalekites, that he stayed 2 days in Ziklag. On the third day, a man came unexpectedly from Saul's camp, with his clothes torn and dust on his head, as in mourning. When he came to David, he bowed to the ground and lay himself face down, in an act of great respect and submission. Then David asked him, "Where do you come from?" He said, "I have escaped from the camp of Israel." David said to him, "How did it go? Please tell me." He answered, "The people have fled from the battle. Also, many of the people have fallen and are dead. Saul and Jonathan, his son, are also dead." So David said to the young man who informed him, "How do you know Saul and his son Jonathan are dead?" And the young man who told him explained, "By chance I happened to be on Mount Gilboa, and there was Saul leaning on his spear, and the chariots and horsemen of the Philistines were close behind him. When he turned to look behind him, he saw me and called to me, and I answered, 'Here I am.' He asked me, 'Who are you?' I answered him, 'I am an Amalekite.' He said to me, 'Stand up facing me and kill me, for terrible agony has come over me. Yet I still live, and I will be taken alive.' So I stood facing him and killed him, because I knew that he could not live after he had fallen. Then I took the crown which was on his head and the band which was on his arm, and I have brought them here to my Lord." Then David grasped his own clothes and tore them in mourning. So did all the men who were with him. They mourned and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and Jonathan his son, and for the Lord's people and the house of Israel, because they had fallen by the sword in battle. David said to the young man who informed him, "Where are you from?" He answered, "I am the son of a foreigner, resident alien, sojourner, an Amalekite." David said to him, "How is it that you were not afraid to put out your hand to destroy the Lord's anointed?" David called one of the young men and said, "Go, execute him." So he struck the Amalekite, and he died. David said to the fallen man, "Your blood is on your own head, for your own mouth has testified against you, saying, 'I have killed the Lord's anointed.'" David's dirge for Saul and Jonathan. Then David sang this dirge, funeral song, over Saul and his son Jonathan, and he told them to teach the sons of Judah the song of the bow. "Behold, it is written in the book of Jashar, 'Your glory and splendor, O Israel, is slain upon your high places. How the mighty have fallen.' Tell it not in Gath, proclaim it not in the streets of Ashkelon, or the daughters of the Philistines will rejoice. The daughters of the uncircumcised pagans will exult. O mountains of Gilboa, let not dew or rain be upon you, nor fields with offerings, for there the shield of the mighty was defiled. The shield of Saul, dry, cracked, not anointed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan did not turn back, and the sword of Saul did not return empty. Saul and Jonathan, beloved and lovely, and friends in their lives, and in their death they were not separated. They were swifter than eagles, they were stronger than lions. O daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you luxuriously in scarlet, who put ornaments of gold on your apparel. How the mighty have fallen in the midst of the battle. Jonathan lies slain upon your high places. I am distressed for you. My brother Jonathan, you have been a good friend to me. Your love toward me was more wonderful than the love of women. How the mighty have fallen, and the weapons of war have perished. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.